Okay, so what is this new way to find slope? The way you want to find slope when you're looking at a picture is to use rise over run. So how do you do that? I'm just going to break it down for you. You want to first, like always, you need to choose 2 points. So choose 2 points. So in this example, you can see the points I've chosen. They're marked for you, 0, 3, and 4, 1. Okay? Then you're going to start from one of them. It doesn't matter which one. And for the numerator, right, because slope, we always want it to be a fraction. So to figure out the number that goes on top, you're simply going to count how far up, that would be positive, or down, that would be negative, you move to get to the next point. So to figure out the top number of your slope, you start at one of your points and you simply count how far up or down are you moving. The numerator is for up or down. So let's do this example together. So if I start at this top point, 0, 3, I'm trying to get down here to my next point. So how far up or down do I go? Well, I don't go up, okay? I go down 1, 2. That gets me to the correct line, moving down by 2. And since I went down, I put -2 for my numerator. That's it. We're just counting. Then for the denominator, you're going to count how far left or right you go. How far, let's do right first because that's positive, or left. And it's to get to that same point. So I'm here now, right? I started up here, I moved down twice. That puts me here. So how far to the right or left am I going? Well, I'm not going left, I'm going right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Positive 4. So there's my slope. Your last step is going to be to simplify if needed. What does that mean? Well, can I reduce? If you know your math facts, you know you can divide this by 2. But if you're not sure, you can just always type this into your calculator and see if it gives you a whole number. This time it's not. It's still going to give you a fraction. So this is an even number. I can divide both of these by 2. So my final slope is -1 over 2. If you were to type -2 over 4 into your exit ticket, it would mark it as wrong. So we have to understand when we can reduce. So you can do -2 divided by 2 to see if it gives you a whole number. It will give you -1. And then you can do 4 divided by 2, right? It's an even number, so 2 is going to go into it. That's it for using rise over run. This is the formula. So when I ask you what's the formula for finding finding slope when you're looking at a graph, the formula is rise over run, right? The formula we used last week when you're looking at just numbers, that's the y2 minus y1. So we have 2 different formulas. They both give the same information. So our conjecture today is that the sign, right, plus or minus, the sign of your slope determines the direction your line is going to go. So if you have a positive slope, your line's going up and right. If you have a negative slope, it's going down and right. So we're going to practice using rise over run. I think you might find this easier than using the slope formula, but if you prefer, you can always plug your points into the slope formula instead.